What's going on, everybody? Gage Benson, sponsored disc golfer from Worcester County, Massachusetts. I want to say shout out and thank you to everybody that helped me reach 200 subscribers now. Every time I set a goal, we smash it. I said 150, boom. I said 200, boom. Next goal is 250. So if you're here and you're not subscribed, smash the subscribe button because, I don't know, I need subscribers for whatever reason. Today, we're here to talk about my first amateur win ever. It happened on May 10th, 2014, 6.5 years ago, 2,396 days ago. I was just like youngin'. I think I was just turned, no, I was 23? Yeah, I was 23 years old. Yeah, let's get in the video. So the cool thing about reliving this video is I found some old video footage of like my speech when I won this trophy and tournament and stuff like that. So I wanted to like kind of watch the video, look back on it, talk about a couple things for the tournament. So before we get into that, here's the video. A little cringeworthy, but whatever. I was a youngin'. Leave me alone.
And our winner, first place out of 24...
Where's the cameras? Get the cameras out.
What? First place out of 24 golfers in AM1 today with a 116, Gage Benson.
Okay.
And I'd like to say a few things. First time out here, I love the course. I love Gibson. I'd like to thank Bill for running this, and if you believe you can achieve, let him rip.
Okay, so let me paint the picture real quick. So when I was 23, for some reason in my head, I thought I was like a celebrity and I had this big following already when I had no following, I was no celebrity. I had a nickname called Too Much Sage.
Yo, 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 yo. Too much sage on the selfie cam doing the MHO recap here.
And that's because I was too much. I didn't know how to get off the internet. I didn't know how to not comment on the internet. I was an annoying character, youngster, young 20-year-old kid with a 17-year-old mind. Whatever. But anyways, the good thing I like about my young self is I was very motivated. I was very determined. I did whatever it took to get whatever I wanted. So a week before this event, I actually played a tournament. Now you gotta realize, I had no rating at the time, and this was my 4th sanctioned tournament ever. The week prior, I played in a tournament, finished like 12th out of 20 guys, didn't even cash, felt very discouraged and sad because like I wanted to be a pro disc golfer, and I couldn't even cash in an amateur division tournament. And then fast forward 1 week, I was already somehow shifted my mind and won a tournament. My first amateur tournament ever, averaging 977 rated golf, and that was all within a week. So if you see at the end of the video when I say, if you believe you can achieve, let them rip.
You believe you can achieve, let him rip.
That was my old saying. That was me kind of like, not telling people, but really telling myself. Like, not even a week ago, I sucked and played terrible and thought nothing was ever going to come from this. And within a week, I go from shooting under 900 golf to averaging almost 980 rated golf and winning my first amateur tournament by 3 strokes on a course that I've never ever played before. I played it completely blind. So that was big for me. In other parts of the video, you might hear Josh Gibson yell in the background, get the cameras out.
Where's the cameras? Get the cameras out.
What?
That was partially because, like I said, I had like this too much sage, ego, thought I had a huge following, had no following whatsoever, type of thing. And it's kind of funny to look back of my thought process 6.5 years ago, because I really thought that like I was like some cool kid, and to be honest, I have like 10 times the following now than I did back then, and I don't feel any different than any other person right now. I feel just like a regular guy, and I think that's what I love about kind of growing up is my maturity. Is like I've matured a lot. I had a lot of room to mature, but I matured a lot, and I've enjoyed maturing over the years because now my thought process is all. It is cool and kind of funny to look back, but where I was and where I started and how things kind of blossomed for me over the years. So as you look at the stats that I pulled up right here, as you can see, I won by 3 strokes, first place, 2 977 rated rounds. I just want to point out that this was a par 61 20 hole layout, and I went the whole day with 1 double bogey, and the rest were pars or birdies for the whole day. I was very proud of that. 1 double bogey on a par 4, I took a 6 on. Finishing in second place is Jackson Sheehy. He was a local there. Paul Southern, he played collegiate disc golf for UMass Amherst. Keelan Dunn, who was winning the tournament going into round 2, he went on to win the AMSide years later, and he was only like 16 or 17 at this time. And this is before 16 and 17-year-olds like dominated amateur disc golf. This is like when 20 and 30-year-olds were kind of like amateur disc golfers, and young kids weren't even like a thing. So Keelan was definitely before his time. But then way down in 11th place, you have probably one of the better pros to ever come out of Massachusetts, Sam Henderson. As you can see, he had a rough day, but Sam went on to have a pretty respectable pro career. In 2016, I'm pretty sure he cashed in every disc golf pro tour event that year. So I mean, shout outs to Sam Henderson. And yeah, as you can see, it was a good day for me. I played pretty clean golf, won by 3 strokes, shot pretty consistent over 970. And I remember everybody telling me I had to move up and play pro. Now, if you look next to my name, I have no rating. This is my 4th event ever and my first sanctioned win ever. And people are telling me I got to play pro after AM. And I think that was the problem with back then, because people would win one one amateur tournament, and they would automatically just assume that that person had to move up to pro, and that's not the case. That's not how it should be. But this is 6.5 years ago, so things were a little bit different. So if you have enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Peace.
To the wise, early morning brothers grind.